I went like 3-5 one game with this guy, and he used to cheat, and he banned me from every single server that I was in.
Two dudes just chilling out and not pooping their pants. That's what this is. That's what this is. Welcome to NPC CHAMPS. Today I am with the other host, Kitty Smacker. And I am Farmer Joe, your daddy. Not the one that you're thinking of. I'm talking about the one that pays the bills and is helpful and plays catch with you. Yeah, that guy. Pretty cool dude. Starting the podcast, the ultimate podcast, the podcast you are listening to right now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we are talking about games. This is a game podcast. A game podcast. You think this is a game? I'm playing a game with your minds right now? No. I'm unleashed.
This ain't no Monopoly, baby.
This ain't no Monopoly. Today we're going to be talking about Rainbow Six Siege. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. A game that will both destroy you and rebuild
Was
you.
once great.
So, my name's Farmer
didn't hear a
Joe.
single word you said.
I am diabetic, and I play games. And this is what this here, Kitty Smacker, is my best bud. I play lots of games like Rainbow Six Siege, Minecraft, a lot of FPS games. I also like survival games like Ark, and I also like games like GTA 5. I play lots of different games. I record videos on YouTube under Farmer Joe, and I just like chilling out, having fun, being a silly goofball. Kid, you want to tell the podsters a little about yourself? Ooh. Spicy.
That's about it.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is a first-person shooter where let's start with where it started off. When it first started off, it was basically you are a hero amongst soldiers, you're the best of the best, and you are being sent to work as a team to take down the terrorists of the world. Now it's kind of changed to be like that.
Swinger be swung.
Swinger be swung, exactly. So you choose an op. It's 5 people versus 5 people usually. You can play in casual or ranked or unranked. We like to play ranked, where each death will take you out of the round. Each kill will bring you closer to victory. Is the game what we call in the gaming community legit? Is it cooking, not cooked? Or is it cooked? Is it based? Is it the GOAT? What is it? Okay, do you want to start off with your opinion?
I think it is the most draining game you could possibly play. Maybe other than Ark and Rust, because it's very addictive.
Okay.
With the high ranks, like if you go and tell someone you're like a really high rank, right? Like they'll be really impressed, and it's always been a really big deal in all the like 1.0 rank 1.0. If you were champ, like everybody knew each other if you got into the high lobbies, right? And it was a really big flex when you got to those high lobbies. Now it's just,
I think you're making really good points here. It used to be something else. It really did.
It used to be, I mean, it still is a flex. Someone's good at Rainbow Six Siege. You think it's pretty cool because years ago, or like 2 years ago when Jinxie really blew up, if you're champion, you're just insanely smart. You have the highest IQ out of all the gamers on average. Like, it's a big deal. Now, it's just whoever has the better aim wins, pretty much.
Would you say that it's kind of like this? When the game was first going on and everything, if you were a champ, you were more rare. You had to give the hours, get like...
the skill difference was like noticeable, you know?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like I said, if you're champ and you're in champ lobbies, like people will just know you.
Yeah.
Now it's just like if I queued into champ lobby, I don't know a single person unless I'm lucky.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Would you say the game overall is fun for you? You said it's draining, but is it still fun?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You still play it. Why is that?
I haven't in a while.
That's true. You haven't in a little bit.
Well, we'll see, because I say this, and then the new season comes by, and I'm grinding again. But at the same time, now that I'm going to the gym, now that I'm like actually being addicted to different games, like Fishing Planet, that don't drain the hell out of you and that are relaxing, I just like life a lot much better.
But like when you play games that are heavily stressful and you get really into it, and then you kind of like lose, and then it's take a toll on you, and then you win, and you get a little dopamine. I feel like that can become unhealthy. Ooh, glasses. I need those. I need those to see. Um, but would you recommend people playing this game?
Yes, and that is because for bad players, it's really fun until you get addicted. Just don't get addicted. Like once you get to like Emerald, just stay there because it's really like I mean, there's a lot of Emeralds with egos. Don't get me wrong, but once you get a Diamond and Champ, dude, everybody has the biggest ego ever. If you don't perform good every single game, you're gonna get kicked off the stack. It's very draining. It's very stressful. Very annoying. And I don't know, it's just not worth putting in so much effort unless you want to be like a pro. But if you try to become a pro like in today's world, good luck. Like the only way to get known now, like if you were playing in 1.0 back when everybody knew each other, it was very different from now to get like known because you would become champ, you would become higher on the leaderboard, and then like you would meet a lot of people along the way, and then a lot of people would have connections. Now it's just you have to like climb the tiers, like tier 3, tier 2, and then it just doesn't even matter. Like people don't even really care because of how many players are like in that kind of skill category now. And skill category, I mean people that can just shoot. Like I said, there's no brains in Siege anymore.
Yeah, that's true to a pretty good point. Getting into my part of the opinion, I really feel that like Rainbow Six Siege is one of the greatest games ever, but where it's
the greatest
now,
idea ever.
Yes, that's a very good point. It's when it first came out. I was like, when I remember when it first came out, I was so excited. I was like, Mom, look at this trailer, and I was showing her each part. I was like, look how they're breaking into the building, and I was so excited. I was so excited to be the SWAT, to be like a hero, and to save the world. And when I first played the missions, they were extremely hard. Like I remember, like it challenged me. And yeah, I was younger, but like I feel like still that like what the game originally was really difficult. And then I feel like things started to change, and overall, I feel like the game has left more that like work as a team, be the hero that we need to be sense, and more be like be the best quick peeker, be the best uh, shooter, you know. And so like I do miss that sense of like we are heroes, and I feel like it's more of like, well, it is what it is. And I really feel like Ubisoft is the reason for that, and we can get into that in a little bit. But like, I feel like it's not over yet. I feel like Jinxie, like you kind of said, has really brought a lot into it, and has really revived it. But I feel like people are starting to get really annoyed because, like you said, it used to be more rare to get to that higher level. I remember I used to be stuck after years and years of playing. I was stuck in Plat, which I'm now with Help Emerald. But like by myself, like getting the Plat was like almost impossible. It was like I was stuck in gold, and I remember how amazing it felt just to hit like Plat every once in a while, and it was the greatest feeling in the world because I was like I knew I worked hard for it. But now, honestly, hitting Plat is not that hard. It's really not. Even with help, like with help, it's even easier. But without it, like, I mean, it can still be difficult. But the more you put energy into the game, the more it's going to benefit and help you rank. I feel like they have made it easier in a sense. But the real biggest thing about the game nowadays is the cheaters. I know this even less than Kitty Smacker. He knows as much as being a champ. The amount of cheaters in the game is like just overflowing. It's everywhere. It's like you look to your left and you're punched in the face by a cheater. You're like, okay. You look to your right, you're punched again. You're like, okay, this is starting to hurt. And then someone just like starts pushing sheets down your throat, and you just gotta take it. You gotta take it like a good sieger. And it's really disappointing because I feel like the game has so much to offer, and like Case Macker said, the idea really is amazing. Like what they started out with and what they have, and the problem really is the Ubisoft. But I'm not gonna get too much into that. When it's the most fun is when one of two things: when you're messing around, being a goofball, or when you get into a legit match and you take it seriously, but not to the point where you're like throwing up over every bullet that is missed by a millisecond. Like, it's really a balance, and I feel like Ubisoft is the reason that it's becoming that way. But overall, if I had to, it's one of my favorite games still. I'd recommend you play it, and I think it's fun. Be in your top 10. That's the big question. Is it in the top 10?
Top 10.
Now. And now is it in the top 10 still?
Oh, now? Like, as of right now? Well, yeah, it's always going to be in the top 10. I don't even know what, like, 11 or something would be.
Interesting.
I've probably taken, like, 5 games seriously. And seriously, I mean play over like 200 hours in them.
Okay, is it in the top 3?
Well, it'll forever be in the top 3 just because of how fun it used to be.
Is it your top 1?
No. Be number 2.
Okay.
Or it could be number 1. It's a battle between that and Minecraft.
To me, that this is in your top, but it's currently, like, if you had to, like, if you started the game today, would it still...
It'd probably be the 4th one I load up.
The 4th one. Interesting. So it does change in a sense. The nostalgia and the greatness
Okay,
of the game.
the memories and people that I met just make it so much better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But is that the only thing keeping it up there?
It's hard to become really good at a game and care about it, and then just like stop caring about it. But even in an interview, a pro player was getting interviewed about how the game's current state is, and he said it's like unplayable, it's garbage, and they didn't even like respond to that or anything.
Really, they didn't respond with that?
No, they don't really care.
That's interesting. You know, you I keep saying interesting. That's interesting. That's scientific. That's preposterous. But but really, I think the game, in a sense, is kind of playable. And I would say from the original when it first came out, that game would be top 1. Top 1. Nowadays, it's in the top 5. Is it top 3? I would say it's... Oh. It'd be number 2 or number 3, which makes me sad inside. Because it used to be top 1 always. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what also really like changed me is when I got to those higher ranks and like getting in those really, really high lobbies, like known people, they just were like dumb. They had the biggest ego ever. If they died, it was just complaining, and after the round ended, they would explain how they died and like justify it, all this shit. And it was just like, bro, I get that you're trying to devote your whole entire life to this, but it's not that serious. It's ranked. And like I went like 3-5 one game with this guy, and he used to cheat, and he banned me from every single server that I was in.
Really?
Because I went 3-5 one game.
And
he has like the worst reputation ever. He used to cheat, and he got banned. He was #1 champ for like 3 seasons, and he got banned because he was cheating.
That does suck. I feel like the reason why the game is falling apart so much is, well, it's kind of like, I think it's halfway some of the players and halfway Ubisoft. Because the players do, like, cheat a lot and can be toxic. But at the same time, Ubisoft allows it, really. Like, yeah, they make some rules here and there, and they do the thing, yeah, but they don't really take care of it. Like, so many games have worked really hard against cheaters. Like, I feel like, what would be a good example of a game that has taken the time to deal with cheaters? I feel like, I don't know if I'm correct on this, but I feel like Fortnite would be a good example.
Yeah, or Valorant.
Valorant, yeah. Well, Valorant, yeah.
Well, they've never really had a cheater problem because they started off with a really good anti-cheat, and they've never really had to worry about it. It'd be nice for the game to just get a giant fat slap right in the face. So then it would have to do something to keep the game alive.
It kind of did, and I feel like they really didn't do much about it.
Wait, when?
When someone like hacked the game, gave everyone skins and a bunch of money, and then
that is true. They got a big slap in the face. They even like said anything about it, really?
Not really. They just said we're
really
gonna fixed it, and then left it alone. Like, that's kind of something to be like, hey.
And think about it, everybody's forgotten about it too.
Yeah, and I feel like it's something they need to be like, hey guys, we really gotta. If we want, like, we make a big deal out of Siege, and it is a big deal. But if we want this to stay a big deal and stay something that people love like it used to, we really got to take the time and, like, put the energy in that will create something again.
I also have a hot take.
Ooh.
Jinxie kind of ruined the game.
Honestly, I agree with that. I think Jinxie's funny. I think he's a cool person. But
I think he revived the game, but I think, like I was saying, like, it was, if you think about the timelines of when this happened, it was such a strategical, like, planned out, think of everything, and then aim is kind of last, like, game. And then now that Jinxie came across, it's all about flashiness and like swinger be swung. That was like really big.
Rough estimate, I think it'll be a couple years at least before they start to get better.
Yep, I agree. I've had a lot of hope in the game. Like, trust me, there's times where, like, ARAM, Giraffe, everybody is telling me, bro, they're saying that they're gonna fix cheaters. Trust me, they say this all the time. They're not gonna do shit about it. And I'm like, bro, this is hopeful. Like, I actually have some hope, and I think they might actually do it this time. And I think I've done that a total of 4 times.
Where you felt hopeful?
Yep. And then they did the complete opposite.
Which is good, right?
Like, the big one was siegex. I was so hopeful of that. I was, like, so happy that they were trying to do something different. And they just completely shit on it. siegex was the worst drop ever.
siegex! It's gonna be better! Oh.
Like a normal season update.
Yeah,
like that stops cheaters for like no. A normal season update would stop cheaters for like 2 weeks on average, right? They were like even more cheaters than ever on the day of release of siegex.
Yes.
It was a dumpster fire.
Thank you for watching. Do you have anything else to say, Kitty, before we wrap up the wrapper?
Ark is a horrible game.
You smell like poop.